Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live stream music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in again today. You're very, very welcome. How great to see you all here. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Jim Nabors. Of course, he immortalised Gomer Pyle. And we looked at that character a little bit and his just view of the world, innocence and all the rest of it. So it was good to give him a bit of a go. We're going from there to 1934 in Holland Park in Michigan. This guy started singing very, very young with his mum, who was an experienced singer. And he would then go on to be involved in a few bands and a few acts. The guy we're talking about is the immortal Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, Jackie Wilson. Now, Jackie was involved in a few groups, including the Lee's Sensation Club. And that's where he sort of got to stages, get his craft organised. He was in a band called the Falcons for a while. Now, the Falcons actually also gave rise to another guy, Levi Stubbs, who would go off to become a part of the Four Tops. And so around this time in America, there was a lot of collaborating and mixing of artists together who went off to do all sorts of bands and things around that 1950s area. He got to know, he got discovered by Johnny Otis, and Johnny said, hey, why don't we form a band called the Dominoes? And so he was actually in the Dominoes, or Jackie was in the Dominoes for around 3 years as their lead singer. He very quickly got established his presence, but his exuberance and his excitement, and we'll get onto that a little bit more in a minute. He has inspired so many people after him, absolutely. He got to know Alonzo Tucker and Billy Davis, who became collaborative songwriters with Jackie Wilson, and there's a massive hit from him in 1963, Baby Workout, which is all about the dance floor. And we've got a live version of that one. Move forward to 1965, and probably his signature tune, Lonely Teardrops. Now, this song was absolutely massive for Jackie. It went to number 7 in the pop charts and number 1 in the R&B charts, estimated to sell around 1 million copies. And so, Lonely Teardrops, you can just imagine, relationships end and you're in your room on your own. Nobody else is there to do that work for you. You've got to do it all on your own. And sometimes we need songs to capture that feeling, capture those times when life isn't kind of so good. So Lonely Teardrops is an incredible song and a massive hit for Jackie Wilson. He very quickly got dubbed Mr. Excitement for his dynamic performances and his ability to get audiences into a state of frenzy. And one of his quotes was, if I could get a not so good looking girl to come up and kiss me on stage, I know I've done my job. He absolutely got his audiences absolutely going to a state of frenzy. Mr. Excitement, as he's called, inspired many people after him, including Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson, we know how good a dancer this guy is. Well, Jackie Wilson was doing this stuff before him, and some of the moves are quite similar in lots of ways. And we've got a live version of Higher and Higher. I think I just wanted to show Jackie Wilson in his Mr. Excitement brilliance. And I think one of the things I want to pull out from Jackie Wilson's story is this concept of excitement. Excitement, we're so excited, we're so thrilled. The song Higher and Higher, absolutely. Your love is lifting me higher and higher than I ever thought I could possibly go for. How exciting is that? Why do we have to keep everything so subdued and so serious these days? To quote Icehouse, nothing too serious, from one of their songs from the Man of Colours album. But certainly this concept of excitement, having, being thrilled by something, being totally captivated and overwhelmed by something, we just can't help ourselves be excited about it. We're all a little bit serious and we don't want to show that so much these days, do we? We want to keep it all to ourselves. Smiling's almost a bit of a thing that we don't do anymore. But you know what? A person's face changes. when it smiles. It really, really does. And you know, we really, really need to show, I think, to this world when we are excited, particularly when with our special person. You know, it's exciting to be with them, isn't it? And we don't want to hold back on that, do we? We want to be thrilled. We want to be thrilled by them as we thrill them. And I think the great thing about Jackie Wilson is that he wasn't scared to do that. And I think, you know, when it's just so real and so real on stage, people just get carried away by it. We love to be excited. We're just a little bit reluctant, I think, to actually show that excitement to the world. And so, let's if you are thrilled by something, be thrilled by it. You know, dance as if nobody's watching now. I'm talking to myself here about this. But you know what? I have talked about my fear of dancing in the past, but I did get over myself with that, and just, you know, it's actually okay, because you know what? It's already always, it was great to be excited, and you know, no one's watching you on the dance floor, really. So, you know, there we go. So let's not be scared to be excited, I'm thinking, and nothing like Jackie Wilson to inspire us to that. Another one of his hits was Night. We got a TV version of this one. He did all of the TV shows, Jackie Wilson, and when he actually was on stage, you know, audience really responded to him. So we've got, this one shows off a little bit of a slower song, shows off his voice. He's got a pretty amazing voice, Jackie Wilson. Lots of range, lots of high notes in there. This song actually went to number 4. Live TV version of that one. I thought I'd just get a bit of a slightly longer version of Jackie Wilson's performing live in 1975. Just again seeing how incredible of a performer he is. Very, very poignant, because it was in 1975. Jackie, again, renowned for his exuberant performance. He was profusely sweated on stage. That's how much he gave to his performances. He did actually suffer a heart attack singing Lonely Teardrops on stage. Never really recovered from that particular instance. And he did sort of see out his days and convalescing a little bit more into Elvis Presley, who actually paid for a lot of Jackie Wilson's medical expenses. Good on Elvis for doing that. But in 1984, he did leave us at the age of 49. And another day, the music died. Well, the music died probably in 1975, but you know, we do get some tragic deaths in the music industry. This one's no exception, and so my condolences to the Wilson family. It was nice to see him get. And I do remember in 1986, actually, Reet Petite, which was one of Jackie's monster hits, got re-released. There was a bit of an official clip of that one. Bit of claymation, which is pretty cool. And, you know, sort of 2 years after his death, and we've got also a bit of a clip earlier of just some dancing and how incredible excitement can actually look and feel. We've got 2 versions of Reet Petite. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. These are all posthumous inductions. R&B Music Hall of Fame. Some of his recordings have been put into the Grammy Hall of Fame. He's considered the number 69 100 greatest singers of all time. Another list within the 200 greatest singers of all time. He's also considered in the top 50 of the voices of all time. Now, Jackie was a prolific recording artist between 1958 and 1975. 27 studio releases and a stack of singles. I just couldn't count them all. There were just so many. And so he really truly has contributed to this collaborative legacy of this thing called music. And so the 7 clips links are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Jim Nabors. So if you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, as we go back and discover artists that we only that get brought to our mind, absolutely. And given that the 4 tops were mentioned in this particular story, I thought I'd better do a bit of a focus on them. So that's where we're heading next time. So if this is your first time to Live Reflections of Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see you everywhere, see you here. Well, that's it for today. I will catch you next time. Trevor here. Catch you around.